Joining me now, Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator, this is unbelievable. We are just learning, sources telling the Journal, that the predetermined path suggests that Mr. Crooks flew the drone more than once as he researched and scoped out the site. He was researching other Trump events as well, supposedly also did some search about the Democratic National Convention. But this adds to the growing list of questions we have for the Secret Service director. This is getting worse by the day.
Indeed it is, and we have had no transparency. She hasn't done a press conference, which usually the lead agency head will assemble a press conference and let people know what is going on. And Laura, the thing that is so frustrating about this is we're getting these bits and pieces. We're trying to verify and make certain that we know what is information, what is rumor, and that we hold the director to account. I mean, with her job, it's not like you miss your sales quotas or you miss your casework quotas. When you mess up, people die. And that is what we saw on Saturday with death, with injury, with the assassination attempt on President Trump.
Well, Senator, we get conflicting information. In some of the accounts, we heard that authorities saw him up to 3 hours before the rally started. Then it was an hour. Then he had to retrieve his gun. There was comments about a ladder, shimmying up the roof, the number of shots fired, the way the shots were fired, and then, of course, the one shot that killed him. But none of this is adding up. And I said almost a week ago, if we didn't have transparency immediately and some accountability, conspiracy theories would fly. And check out, go online. You'll see what people are saying, and it's not good.
No, it is not good. And this is why we have pressed the Secret Service director for answers. Why we thought it was so important that she talk with us, with senators, and give us some answers, because the American people deserve to get some answers. Laura, we had people that saw things, they spoke out, there wasn't a response. We know that they, at 5:51, identified this guy as a potential threat. At 5:53, they alerted the sharpshooters. But at 6 o'clock, the Secret Service cleared President Trump to go on that stage. And we want to know why he was cleared, and also why they did not have drones, why they were not surveilling that inner, middle, and outer perimeter to make certain that President Trump and the rally goers were all kept safe.
Well, we also understand that in some cases there were DHS security officials, not the traditional Secret Service officials who were with candidate Trump. So that was also something that Josh Hawley discovered through his own source. So now you guys have to act as reporters, like you're journalists trying to find out information. What's going to happen next week, Senator, given the fact that we have like 5 different investigations going on, which I think is a huge mistake, should be one investigation?
We're going to see the House move forward with theirs. The Senate Judiciary Committee is going to have a hearing. We're looking forward to getting the director in front of us and asking specifics. Laura, we have to put her under oath and find out what went wrong with the advanced planning, what went wrong with the coordination between the Secret Service, the other federal agencies, the state and the local. This is just unbelievable. What a mess it is.
You have a man buried today, and his family in deep mourning because of what happened, and Trump almost dead, and 2 others badly injured. Senator, thank you. Now, we have more breaking news on what happened on July 13th. You don't want to miss this. That's next.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.